Okay, we should be. Let me adjust my camera real quick. Oh, now I'm crooked. I don't like crooked. Okay, I think that fixed it. Okay. We should be ready to go. All right, we're just starting off. First thing here, we have a tornado warning currently. This includes Milwaukee and Wisconsin. Okay, and I might not be able to stay on this forever because this is not working. All right, so we have currently a tornado warning. This is moving into Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This is a pretty populated area. If you are in Milwaukee, you need to be in your safe space, okay? And you have to know where that is. That's also an important factor. That is a basement if you have one. If you do not, it is the lowest innermost room of your home. Give me just a second. I'm trying to fix stuff here. So that's working. What about this? Okay, that's working. The live warnings just aren't. Great. That's what I love to see. So how come? Oh, because they're updates. Look, I'm so smart. All right, yeah, we're gonna switch here, and I'm gonna try to figure out what's going on with that. But until then, we're just switching over to this one. Yeah, that's way better. All right, so if you're in Milwaukee, like I said, you've got to be in shelter. About what was that, 20 or so minutes ago, this storm was producing a tornado, and it was confirmed by spotters. It was rain wrapped, so if a tornado's on the ground, you will not see it. All right, that's why it is essential for you to be in your safe space right now. And we're gonna go over to dual pane here. I don't really do this a lot, but I will. And you can see this is the area of rotation that we're currently looking at. Let's look at storm relative. It looks a little worse on storm relative right now. So yeah, this is the area of rotation that we're looking at. It has broadened, but it is still there. So I want you to take it seriously. And did that come through? There we go. They're just really behind. Why are they behind? They shouldn't be behind. That's weird. This is the first time I've actually used the new warning system like in practice. It's worked perfectly good on the back end, and now it appears that we have some delays with it. So I'm gonna work to figure that out. I think it's working, but this is the guinea pig live stream. I just wanted to go live. I don't know how long I'll be here for. I could be here for quite literally like 20 minutes covering the storm, but I just wanted to be here because we have a tornado warning moving into a very populated area. And they have just canceled that old warning. So if you are in like Brookfield, Menomonee Falls, and Pewaukee in Wisconsin, you are now free. You can emerge from your safe space. The danger has passed, and literally everything else is just some rain. We also have this other tornado warning storm that I completely missed over. Sorry. If you're in Mukwanago, Muskego, New Berlin, and Waukesha in Wisconsin, you also need to be taking this storm seriously. It does have some rotation embedded in, as you can see on the velocity. I believe Storm Relative shows it a little bit better, but it still looks really weird. I think this is what they're warning. Yeah, that's what they're warning. That just looks weird. I don't know what's going on there. So anyways, yeah, if you're in this warning, you also need to be taking it seriously. So I'm going to scan these. Also, I have a couple new systems that I'm like, going live for the first time today. So it's new stuff that we gotta try out. I am riding solo just because I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. Also, we've got a new cool little thing. Wrong way? Where am I pointing? Wrong way. There you go. Over there. I can also fire it off with a button. I set a button. There we go. It's like I wasn't even pressing it. And that'll go off periodically throughout the stream. I think right now I have it set to like 15 minutes. This entire severe thunderstorm warning here is producing 60-mile-an-hour winds and 0.75-inch hail. Do we have another torpede right now? No, we do not. But in Minnesota, we do have 1-inch hail that is being observed right now in Ransom, Rushmore, and Bigelow, Minnesota. This is just to the north of I-90. Where's that tornado report I was looking for? When was this? What? I've got to start. I've got to start including a time on these. Because I don't know where Commerce City, Colorado is. Apparently there was a land spout. Oh, that's like ancient. So why are these not clearing out? Do I have to? Oh, I might have to manually clear them. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, we're gonna figure it out. We do have a couple severe thunderstorm watches in effect. Let's take a look at this one. This is for 10% tornado probability, 5% probability of an EF2 plus tornado, 50% probability of 60 plus mile an hour winds, and 50% probability of 1 plus inch hail. Wrong thing. The other one over here is in Wyoming and Montana. These probabilities, if I can get it to click, are 0% tornado probabilities, only a 20% probability of 60 plus mile an hour winds, and a 30% probability of 1 plus inch hail. It might have worked. No? Okay, whatever. And this one in Minnesota and Iowa, this little baby watch is for a 40% probability of 60 plus mile an hour winds and a 40% probability of 1 plus inch hail. We can zoom out and take a look at the entire country, and we can see that the northern half has got some severe storms going on. Southern half, really the southeast here, has got some thunderstorms with some damaging wind reports. Actually, if we can take a look at the southeast and take a look at some of these reports that are in Alabama and Minnesota. So we've got some Alabama and Mississippi. We had some power lines down, stuff like that. Are the spotter network reports not showing up in the storm reports? Is that what's happening? I'm so confused. I don't know which one of these are old. That's the thing. I have a time, but not a date. Oh, that is annoying. Whoopsies. And I have no clue if my warning system is working because I don't have the Aguacero pull up to double check that, which I'm going to see if I can fix. I don't know what's going on with it here. But yeah, once again, we have that tornado warning here moving into Milwaukee. It is right over Milwaukee. If you are in Milwaukee, you have to be in your safe space. Yeah, forget it. I'll just select all these. There's our 3 tornado warnings. I'm going to pin that one to the top. Thank you. Here we go. And these other storms south of Madison, they are packing maybe some wind gusts that could be up there. Other than that, nothing really severe. They did issue at some point a downstream severe thunderstorm warning that is tornado possible tagged. So I'm not sure they're going to continue this tornado warning. We did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning, and it doesn't look like my warning system is working. So that is really frustrating. Oh, there it goes. It's just so. Why is it so far behind? I'm going to work on fixing that. I don't know. It's not the. Am I getting them on the overlay here? Because that would answer a question. Gonna go over here. And I'm gonna get this working in the background to see if I can fix that. Yeah, they're coming in at the same time. What about Alguacero? Okay, that one was on time. So what is going on? All right. We ball, we ball. It looks like the storm in Milwaukee is about to move offshore. But if you are in Milwaukee, Shorewood, and South Milwaukee, you still have to be in your safe space. And as predicted, that tornado warning to the southwest of Milwaukee did get canceled on time. Yeah, so I think this is a case of the randoms going on with the overlay. I think that's what's happening. We are down to one singular tornado warning in Wisconsin. This is that storm that's over Milwaukee. If you're in Milwaukee, you still have to be in shelter. You are still under the gun for this warning for the next 19 minutes. And I don't know why it's still showing me these other two tornado warnings on our overlay. Does it not recheck them? If it doesn't recheck them, that's insane. Because it does, right? Or no, it rechecks them. Yeah, it rechecks them. I don't know what's going on. Brand new system, first time using it on a live stream. It worked fine in testing, and now it just has to break. Because if you're new here, nothing ever works right around here. Not a thing. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we got an 8-second delay. That should be 1 at max. The way it is currently programmed. So we're going to have to fix that. Which I will try to get done as fast as possible. I can't guarantee that it will get done during today's coverage. Primarily because I don't know how long I'm going to be here. Let's take a look at this damage report. This was as of 10 minutes ago. It says multiple large branches down 10 to 15 inches in diameter. So there is a good possibility that a likely tornado went through this area. Milwaukee and South Milwaukee. South Milwaukee, especially, looks like if you don't have a tornado going over you, you got some pretty heavy winds. These are being sampled by the radar at 45, 50, 55 miles an hour. They're moving offshore, yes, but they are still over you. And also, I shall mention that as these move offshore over here onto the lakes, water spouts are possible. So if you are offshore here in the lakes, I can't speak. You need to be weather aware, and I to be honest, just get out of the water, like just leave. But if you are stubborn and decide to stay, you need to be aware that water spouts could be possible with this storm that was previously producing a tornado. We did just get a hail report from the Spotter Network. This was as of 2 minutes ago, saying hail associated with the storm moving to the southeast. So if you're in South Milwaukee, Franklin, Caledonia, and Raymond, Wisconsin, the storm has some hail associated with it. You can kind of see it on the correlation coefficient. Yeah, you can kind of see that. We can put a track on it, or I can try to put a track on it. I hadn't done this in a while. Uh, Here we go. All right. I don't know how fast it's moving. I might need to figure that out first. Hang on. 50 mile an hour. So this is a long track. All right, we're going to take a look throughout the next hour. Caledonia in 9 minutes, Racine in 15 minutes, Mount Pleasant in 17 minutes, Summers in 22 minutes, Kenosha in 29 minutes, Pleasant Prairie in 33 minutes. So this storm has a history of producing tornadoes, and it is producing at least 3/4 inch size hail. And I have nothing to say right now. So our tornado warning has been canceled, though. I can say that. We are officially tornado warning free. We have a couple tornado possible severe thunderstorm warnings, and we've got severe thunderstorms moving through populated areas that can produce tornadoes. So I'm staying with you. Might not be staying with you for long, though. We could take a look at just the general shape and size of this mesoscale convective system. It is packing a punch here. We had some rotation centered over this area. MRMS rotation kind of sucks. What is this? Is it just spitting out random rotation? Or is it on to something? I th I think it might be on to something. We could have some broad, very broad rotation moving into Elkhorn right now, moving right over Swan Airport. I would support a tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning on the storm. I'd probably make it look a little something like that if I was drawing polygons over here. Nah, maybe that. Yeah. If you're in Delavan, Elkhorn, Burlington, Lake Geneva, and the Twin Lakes, there is some very broad rotation associated with this storm on the very front edge of it. I wouldn't call it a cause for concern right now, but what I would say is if you get that tornado warning, I would get to shelter. And I'm going to keep watching the storm for you over the next couple minutes. Yeah, this is the only bad thing about riding solo. You get in these like silent spots and you don't know what to say. When I have someone else here, she usually asks questions, stuff like that, stuff that you guys might be curious about. So it's nice to have. But right now, I don't have that, and I would really like to see, is this going to work? We're about to find out. They did do some optimization updates today, and it appeared to me that it broke everything. When I was using it not live, it worked fine. It might be better now. And I will say that the Aguacero developers, they're pretty amazing. I talked to them about some issues we were having, and they got fixed like same day. I don't know if you recall me complaining sometimes that the radar data wouldn't load and that it was behind, weatherfront and such. They fixed that pretty instantaneously. So I have no problems with the program or the guys that work on it. They are pretty amazing. I don't think the update bricked everything. I think it was just being weird. Let's hope it's fixed. Yeah, I would really say, hmm, it looks odd, especially with the new scan. It doesn't match up with the reflectivity. But if you can see, if we go in higher tilts, especially right here, you can see that rotation. Very broad, but very existent at the same time, you know? You know what I'm saying? Why do I not have a radar down here? There we go. Like I got missing radar screens over here. Let me just start a loop. There we go. Oh, yeah, right. After this new warning comes in, these two warnings come in, if they ever come in. I'm gonna refresh the program because we might have had. I might have came up with a fix, I think. What is going on? I'm so confused. I'm so lost.
A destructive severe thunderstorm warning has been issued in a hick town.
So my simulated warnings work. Nothing else does. Good to know. Good to know. I don't know. I like having the warnings. Oh, they're working now. Isn't that amazing? I wonder how old that warning is. Actually, I don't know. I got it. Dun, dun. I think. Oh, we're getting updates now, aren't we? If we're getting updates, then I also broke it. Because we're not supposed to be getting updates. We're supposed to be getting. We're supposed to be just getting new issues. And if we're getting updates, then that is a problem. Are there actually people parking under overpasses? Oh my god. Listen, if if you are in Milwaukee, if you are in one of these areas affected by tornado warnings or the severe thunderstorm warnings right now, do not park under overpasses. I know it might be tempting because you don't want your car's windshield to be destroyed. Nobody wants their car's windshield to be destroyed. But in the process, you also run yourself the risk of being swept away, gone with the wind, literally. Especially if you are in a tornado warning and there could be an active tornado approaching you. Do not park under an overpass. Just don't do it. It is like the piece of advice that we try to drill in people's heads. Of course, they don't listen. But yeah. I wonder how much the storm reports have gone up in the past 30 minutes. Okay, by 8. I need to fix the auto polling on that too. It is not auto polling like it should. I have to hit the button every time. So I got to see if that's an update that's coming through. If an update's not coming through, then we might be good. Is there a special marine warning for the green? What? I don't see it. I might be blind. I might be blind. So I'm continuing to monitor this rotation. Very broad rotation, but still very existent rotation. It is moving into Elkhorn, Wisconsin. I would still support the tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning. Um, it's hard because it's consistently not matching up with reflectivity in the lowest tilt. Once you go up tilt 2 and tilt 3, it starts matching with that reflectivity. So I don't know what's going on. And in a second, we won't be able to see that because it's going to go right due south of the radar tower, which is going to suck. Okay, now I'm getting warnings that don't even exist on Agua Sierra. I don't know what's going on. I'm over here, no sight of this warning on Agua Sierra. And then it just, oh, comes through our overlay. You know, of course, things have to break the second you try to do anything. So yeah, there are definitely lessons to be learned, things to be improved. What are these supercells doing over by Davenport? Is it what is this? Are these things hooking? What? What look at this. This is what we call little bean activity, everybody. It's actually kind of funny. A little bean spotted in the wild. So what I'm currently waiting on, I'm waiting on this tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning to go out of effect, and I'm waiting on that rotation by Elkhorn to subside. After that, I will be gone because there's no point in me being here. If if that subsides. All right, we've got new warnings coming in. Will they come in on the overlay? It did not come out on the overlay. Okay, so we just bricked it. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Is it broken? What's going on? Oh, so many things are broken. Why does everything wait until we go live to break? Everything, man. What's that? Is that finally the new warning coming through? My God. Are we on the 15-second timeline? Is that what that is? Shouldn't be. What is going on? I don't even know. One thing that it's getting me, I mean, I can simulate a warning and it goes through immediately. Elkhorn, I don't know. I don't know about Elkhorn anymore. Elkhorn is confusing me. But it's like trying to get inflow. You see that? Like it's trying to do something and it's concerning me. Waiting on a new scan on this Elkhorn storm. Just to see what's going on. Okay. Why does the thing think I'm viewing the Midwest? That's kind of funny. I guess I am, in a way. I don't think this thing is designed to interpret this small resolution very well. Yeah, now it thinks I'm looking at Wisconsin. If I only look at Wisconsin, it thinks I'm looking at Wisconsin. If I only look at Texas, okay, so it's not entirely broken. Good to know. Good to know. I've experimented a little bit, if you can't tell, with some new stuff, and it waits until I go live to break. Okay, I think this Elkhorn storm, it's immediately due south of the radar. You see, that's the problem. These radar towers can't sample that rotation if it's immediately south of the tower. So to it just looks like, there's nothing there. It can't measure whether it's going away or towards the radar, if that makes sense. So, but I think the Elkhorn storm, that is a matter of it's not rotating right now. Waiting for this tornado possible here thunderstorm warning to cancel out, which will happen in about 15 minutes at 8:45 p.m. And then after I wrap up my coverage tonight, I'll be taking a trip to the great outdoors. 'Cause that's what I love. Except if it's too hot. If it's too hot, it sucks. Speaking of too hot, let's take a look at the models because this heat stuff is insane. Let's look at the. Where's the NBM? Here we go. Oh, did I see temperature? Where's temperature? Nah, yeah, temperature. And we will take a look at the CONUS. Why does it do? Why is the CONUS weird on that? I don't like that. All right, let's take a look at these temperatures. Absolute heat apocalypse. Oklahoma, 108 degrees. How do you survive in 108 degrees? This is not even wind chill slash heat index. The heat index is 112. If you go over to Arkansas, Mississippi, 115. I don't know how you do it. Down here in Florida, it's always humid in Florida. 100, degrees. Guys, I don't know how you do it. Teach me your ways, please. Teach me your ways. Let's go to the latest run. And after that, it gets that smoothed out data. But if you couldn't tell from my yapping, it is going to be hot for a long time, so you may as well get used to it. Let's look at the Euro temperature anomaly. If you're in basically the entire country, it's going to be hotter than normal. The South, the Southeast, the Midwest, and the Northeast gets a little bit of a cooling, but everywhere else hotter than normal by a long shot. And once again, this is the temperature anomaly. So in Dallas, next week, 15 degrees, 16 degrees above normal throughout the daytime. It's insane. Some of these days at the very end of August, there's not a single place in the entire country where it's below average temperatures. At the start of week after next, Monday the 31st, the southeast gets a little bit of cooling, it looks like, and then that just goes right back to chugging along. Looks like start of September, though, we might get some relief. Thank God. I might have to take a vacation to Georgia. Because I don't know. I don't know how much longer I can do it for. And that's about it. That's all I wanted to show you on the computer models down here. I did want to see what's brewing along in the tropics. What's going on over here? Nothing. Cool. That's what you want to hear. That's what you want to hear. The what I thought that what was this category? What's this thing doing? Oh, okay. So it's sailing off over here into nothingness. It's skirted around Hawaii. Now it's got to strengthen, possibly to like a low end category 3, and then it will subdue. Yeah, it'll keep trying to chug along, but I think, yeah, it's going to hit some cool temperatures as it keeps going. So I don't think that it will continue for much longer because it hits these cooler temperatures, and I think it's going to end up killing itself. Interesting stuff to look at. Interesting stuff to look at. We have 8 minutes left on this tornado possible tagged severe thunderstorm warning to the south of Milwaukee. There's no impressive rotation on it, really. This Elkhorn storm, no impressive rotation on it either. It has died. So I'll give about 8 minutes before we are off, and I am going to go outside, and I'm going to leave you guys with it. Obviously, I want you guys to stay in weather aware, but I also want to have a good life. And that is, for me, is going outside and enjoying the great outdoors, which I encourage you to do as well. Unless you're in one of these severe thunderstorm warnings, in which case I don't encourage you to do it. That's a really bad idea. Don't do it. Don't I just crack you guys up? I am so funny. To be honest, I don't think I mind the little short streams. I come on here, I yap about some tornado warnings. Tornado warnings die, and then, yeah, I go. I mean, I don't mind them. 6 minutes to go on that tornado possible tagged severe thunderstorm warning. Actually, I clicked a different button that I meant to. Just have to go back here. Let's refresh the overlay. Let's see if it gets fixed. Now we can go here. Why is it so slow? What is going on? It's 60 frames a second. What? I've not been good with keeping up these shorts, which I probably should, because there's always weather that needs explaining. Just none of it's ever really noteworthy, you know? Sorry, I'm yapping. I'm doing so much yapping right now. At 8:45, aka in 5 minutes, that tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning will have expired. But take a look at what I can do. You have multiple severe thunderstorm warnings in effect, and I can make you only look at the top warning, and I can change that. So now another tornado warning is pinned. Sorry, severe thunderstorm warning is pinned. Now another severe thunderstorm warning is pinned. Now some random one in Michigan is pinned. Now some random one in Alabama is pinned. Now some random one in Montana is pinned. Isn't it amazing the stuff I can do? And if I clear it, the system automatically detects which one is the most important and overwrites that with what it thinks is the most important, which I don't know how it guesses this one in Edwards, Kansas. I don't think it interprets tornado possible. Yeah, it's not even considering that tornado possible tag. So I probably need to fix that as well. That is something that can be fixed. I don't want you guys even looking at top warnings. It's really irrelevant. I'm just going to go back to active warnings and storm reports, which, by the way, I can change what shows up for you guys. Isn't that amazing? Lots of cool things that I've been working on behind the scenes that, of course, have to break the second I go live. Because it wouldn't be me if stuff didn't break the second I went live. The storm in Grattinger's caught my eye. Looks like some very, very high level rotation. But it's nothing that I would call a concern right now. Two minutes left to go on this tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning. And then the state of Wisconsin is severe thunderstorm warning free. I don't think any of these are going to spark up into tornado warnings again, if you want my humble opinion. So, yeah. Yeah, no rotation with this. Very, very broad at best. That's what I will say. Second I go live. Because it wouldn't be me if stuff didn't break the second I went live. The storm in Grattinger's caught my eye. Looks like some very, very high level rotation. All right, 15 seconds till this tornado and sorry, severe thunderstorm warning. But I was just about to say it's going to drop off, but it did just drop off. So any second now, and there it is. It has gone from the map. So we're going to take a big old wide look at everything that's going on within the CONUS right now. And I don't know why it's a little low. I think I just have to resize that. We've got this little threat for severe weather, this little threat for severe weather. I think most of this is going to dissipate or move offshore by the time it becomes a threat. If you're in the severe thunderstorm watches, make sure you have a way to receive warnings. As always, make sure you're staying weather aware. If a SIG toward drops, I'll be back. But the likelihood of that happening is very, very, very low. These storms have deteriorated now to special weather statement worthy, storms. So there's no reason for me to still be here. All right. So once again, be staying weather aware. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.